Hello and welcome back to episode 5 of Unknown to World Known. We're back for the Swedish Cup quarter-final today, and hopefully we can find our way into the semi-final, and maybe even the final. So in the final group game, we beat Värnamo 2-1. Despite being 1-0 down for most of the game, we turned it around at the end, picked up the win, and through to the next round we went, where we've drawn Kalmar, the team who've just finished, I think it was 9th in the Allsvenskan. It was indeed. So in theory, a team that we can beat, but it's not guaranteed by any means. We have also brought in one new youngster, Andrewplays, a right winger. He looks like he's quite good, maybe not as good as we hoped he was going to be potential-wise, but he seems quite well-rounded. I think he'll be a good option for rotation for us. And the lineup for today's game, we've got Hansen in goal, Fredriksson, Hansen, Orega and Kalsays as the back four, Lofqvist and Olsen in midfield, Polana, Jocka, Mesquita as the three behind the striker, and then Muziolik as the main man up front. So Heinz has picked up a bit of a knock, so he's missing this game, with the logic being we should be able to win it anyway. And also, we can't risk his injury getting worse because we're going to need him soon for the league games, which is going to have to be our priority, of course. So hopefully today we can get the job done, even though he's not in the team. It's been a first half to remember. I'm kidding. Nothing's happened. We've not had a single highlight. So I guess we'll tell them that we should be winning this game. And hopefully in the second half, they can get a highlight, get a goal. Either one would be nice. Free kick here is Orega plays it short to Jocka. He gets it to Polana, who just about gets past his man. Can he get across the box? He can, but Muziolik had gone just a little bit too far forward. Kalsays collects the clearance and sends it back forward to Jocka, though. Lofqvist over the top to Polana. 1-on-1, and we lead 1-0. A great ball from Lofqvist, gets it just right so that the defender can't quite header it away. And it drops to Polana, who makes no mistake. And tell you what, coming in off the right-hand side, he has some really good finishing. He's a dangerous guy to have out there. Quite enjoying him. Highlights straight from the kickoff, however, which is a little bit concerning, as Lynx gets the ball out on the left-hand side, plays it back to Rose, and then now Kalmar are going to try and bring it forward. Judson forced back to Weiberg, and it's all the way back to the goalkeeper here. He goes long upfield. Oh, it's gone. Oh my goodness. If we conceded that, I would have been fuming. Lofqvist heads the ball straight to Lynx so that Kalmar can try and bring the ball forward. Fredriksson nicks it though, and then Polana plays it forward to Muziolik, who has being elbowed in the head. So there's a red card for Kalmar. In response to the red card, we're going to up the tempo a little bit and start to pass into space, because I think that could help us grab that second goal that we're waiting on at the moment. We'll bring Crone on the left-hand side as well. Just avoid that yellow card. And the same thing, Lofqvist off for Rapp again. Just avoid the yellow card. The final change, we're going to bring Mesquita off for Yusuf. Mesquita, on his debut, not really had much to say in this game, so we'll bring him off. He's made his debut, and hopefully it's just something for him to build on. Johansson clears the ball away for Kalmar. Hansen brings it down, and then Orega and Olsen bring it forward. Yusuf going to take it down the left-hand side, lays it off to Crone, who's in a good crossing opportunity, as is Yusuf here, to the far post. Polana wraps the game up. That's 2-0, and we are into the quarter-final of the Swedish Cup. I'm not sure, I think I just said quarter-final. We're into the semi-final of the Swedish Cup, and hopefully we'll be picking up a team that we've got a good chance against. There's still a couple of the teams from the Superettan, but they've got to win their games for us to be able to draw them, of course. Fredriksson with a throw in here, throws it into Rapp, inside to Olsen, who goes forward to Jocka, knocks it on to Polana. Can he get a ball into the box? He cuts it back and plays it very simply to Ring to intercept. Hansen's going to go and collect it though, as it's cleared away. And now Fredriksson inside to Rapp. Muziolik's come deep for the ball. And then Polana plays it back to Hansen. We've got nice patient play here. We're using the space that they've given us with that extra man. Polana plays it to Rapp on the edge. He shoots and hits the post. I was expecting him to go one more inside, but unlucky there from Rapp. Goal kick here for Kalmar as it goes long towards Asoro, but Hansen wins it in the air, and we're able to deal with that quite simply. Berg wins the tackle against Yusuf, though. Forgot his name then. Berg goes back to Carlson, and there's a chance here for Kalmar to get a late consolation, although they go all the way back to the goalkeeper. I imagine this is probably going to go over the top. It doesn't. He plays it back out to Carlson, and then Cortez to Asoro, who's running down the right-hand side. Ball comes into the box, and Ring puts it into the back of the net. A little bit poor defending there, I would say. I think we've been caught out a little bit. To be fair, here, Krohn does really well to go inside of Varega, but the ball in, it's Hansen who just doesn't seem to realise Ring is there. However, we've done enough. We've won 2-1, and we are into the Swedish Cup semi-final. Hopefully, we can pick up a kind draw. And even if we don't, hopefully, we can still have enough about us to pick up a win. It's going to be a tough game, no matter who it is, really. Semi-finals aren't going to be easy, but hopefully, we've got enough about us. And the lineup for the semi-final is going to be against Drugardens. We've brought Hamar back into the starting 11, and the same goes for Heinz. Everyone else remains the same, although we're trying Muziolik as a pressing forward instead of the target forward to see if that improves his performances. Ball has been headed forward to Diorio and then back to Lofgren. So Drugardens on the ball, taking their time. Mesquita gets a good tackle in there. Olsen lays it off to Muziolik, to Polana, to Heinz. One-on-one with the keeper. We lead 1-0. Less than 10 minutes gone. A brilliant start to the Swedish Cup semi-final for us, and a lovely goal overall. Yeah, the nice little tackle from Mesquita, Olsen to Muziolik, great link-up play. Heinz through on goal as he runs past Muziolik. Great finish. It's just a really nice team goal. Just before half-time here is we've got a throw-in from Karlsson going towards the near post. He gets it all the way into the box. Muziolik heads in, and just before half-time, we now lead 2-0. So, fantastic first half for us here. Muziolik gets himself back on the score sheet as well, so maybe, I mean, I don't think this has much to do with the fact that he's pressing forward, but I'm going to pretend it is. Pressing forward suits Muziolik, and at half-time, we're leading 3-0. We've been very good so far. We've had 4 shots, all of them on target, which is very nice. They're all in pretty dangerous positions as well. There's a couple that weren't on camera, but, you know, if they're in the box, that's what you want to see. You can see for them, they had one really good chance. Again, didn't get on camera, which is strange. Either way, we're happy with that. We would like them to not be shooting from there, but as long as they're not getting too close to our goal, we're not too concerned. As you can see here, they seem to be focusing their play down the left, which is causing us to have a slight skew to the right for our midfield. And hopefully, they can just remain solid out there. Kalsays with a long throw from the left again. This time, Lofgren just clears it away. But Kalsays is going to go back and collect it. So we're able to bring it forward again. Mesquita back to Olsen, through to Kalsays. Oh, we could have gone for a cross there, I think. Mesquita and Olsen sends it out to Polana, who has been elbowed, I think. Is that a second game in a row where we've had... Yeah, he's thrown an elbow. I haven't seen anyone get sent off for throwing elbows in this game. Now we've seen 2 in a row. Straight away, we've got Kalsays throwing a cup. Oh my goodness, Mesquita was in there, headed it straight at the keeper, who managed to just knock it away from the goal. Heinz is going to send the corner in now. Finds Hamar. No, he doesn't. Lofquist back to Heinz. Cuts it back to Olsen. And then back to Lofquist. Back to Hansen. And easily seeing that highlight out. Polana with a corner from the right-hand side. Muziolik's hit the bar. And then Lofgren tried to clear it. And it bounced back off the bar again before eventually being cleared away for a corner. which Heinz is going to send in from the other side now to the far post. Musiolik has handballed it. And with the game looking fairly comfortable, we'll bring Beckham on for Polana. Jacques can come on for Heinz just because of, he's still coming back from injury. Let's just make sure he is okay coming back from that injury. And also we'll start to pass into space just to exploit that being up a man. Fredriksson with a throw-in gets it to Jacques. Back to Fredriksson, who tries to play it through to Beckham. He wasn't quite on the same wavelength and the ball was a little bit too far ahead of him. Their keeper then goes long, who finds Nalic, but his header goes straight back to our keeper, and we're able to calmly bring it back out. Olsen to Mesquita. Fails to play quite a basic ball there, really. Schuller to Taylor, and then they go back to Lofgren, forced all the way back to the keeper. And I'm hoping this isn't going to be one of those long ball over the top, finds its way all the way through. It doesn't. However, they are on the ball. Larson plays the ball through to Latif, who's got in behind our man. And a very good finish from a tight angle. Which does mean, with 20 minutes to go, we need to be careful here not to let this game slip away. We'll make a couple of changes just a moment, but shouldn't be getting beat in near post like that. Made a change. We've dropped a man back into holding midfield. That's going to be Loftus, and then Jacques will drop into midfield. And Crone has come on at right back for Fredriksson. However, we've picked up the win, 2-1 against Drugardens. Means we are in the Swedish Cup final. We've got a chance to get into Europe if we can win that. I think it would be the Conference League qualifying rounds, but it's potentially going into Europe if we can pick up the win in that final. Do we know who we're going to be playing yet? We don't. Yes, we do. We were going to play Göteborg. Göteborg? Who cares? We've got to beat them. And it is going to be a Göteborg derby in the final. As, we're rivals. We are the ones hosting the game. So that goes a little bit in our favour, I would say. Hopefully we can pick up a win and pick up our first trophy of the series. They finished in third last season, so it is going to be a tough game. We did lose 2-0 to Göteborg. That was me in charge. Earlier in the season, they drew 2-2 before I joined. But hopefully, with what we've done to the team, they seem quite confident at the moment. And the signings we've done have been quite good. So hopefully, we can pick up a win in the Swedish Cup final. If you have enjoyed that, please do leave a like down below. Comment your prediction for the Swedish Cup final. Of course, that isn't actually going to be until May. I've just realised. It's not going to be in the next episode. Leave a prediction anyway. We'll be back for the first two games of the actual season against Elfsborg and Drugardens, where hopefully we can pick up 2 wins and start to progress in the season. Also, please do subscribe, and thank you very much for watching.